doors with a big, huge blue box that covered up 1/3 of the marble balcony. So when Prabhupada came there, first of all, the temple was half dark because the light came through the door. And when he came out, he simply said, "Who has built this blue box?" The devotees were very happy to tell him, "Well, Krishna has done this." Dismantled it immediately. This came to his office and said, "Why are you doing this?" So I said, "Well, all the other GBC men have their own office. They have their own desk. I have nothing." So Prabhupada said, "All right, I'll give you your own desk." And he said, "Now this is your desk. Nobody else can use this desk." Then I had a hernia, so I had to get an operation in India. He told me that his Guru Maharaj also was going to get a hernia operation, but he heard that someone had tried to murder him, so he didn't. But he said, the only solution, you have to get operated. But at the last minute, Prabhupada decided that it was too dangerous to get this operation. But the operation already started, so he drove into the city to try to stop the operation. Came in a jeep from Juhu into the Bombay Center to try and see if he could convince me and get the surgery stopped. And so it was too late. And when I came out of the operating theater, Prabhupada was sitting in the room, in the hospital room. But I had a nice dream, and I told him I had a dream that he was giving a report to the previous members of the disciplic succession, and had reported to them that the people of this planet were not capable of taking any austerities, they were not very intelligent, nor were they cultured, but the only thing so far that they were successful in doing is somehow we were taking shelter of his lotus feet. In 1977, we were serving Prabhupada in Rishikesh, and by that time, I had been a devotee for so many years, but still, I made some mistakes, and Prabhupada called me into his bedroom. And he said, your brain is zero. Inside. What did I do? He said, there's nothing you can do. He said, there's nothing inside. Prabhupada was really quite heavy. Today, they practically will file a court case on their guru if they get chastised. That's how demanding Prabhupada was of us to surrender to him. Time again, I haven't done very well by recounting past times, but without proper preparation. But the fact is that, again, I missed the simple point of where Prabhupada, I had a huge party of devotees under my responsibility, Radha Dham party, but it created great problems for the temple presidents in America who complained to Prabhupada, and Prabhupada called me in eventually and said, now you have to give up this party and go to China. But why it wasn't a practical suggestion of his. That there's half the book distribution in the world is coming from his party. There's 150 sannyasis and brahmacharis, and there's no telling what will happen if I leave. And Prabhupada said, I don't care what happens, you have to go. He was sitting behind me in Prabhupada's room at night when he said, I'll go. He was trying to put his tilak on. Prabhupada was holding his mirror like this, and he was trying to put it in his hand. He was so angry that his finger was shaking, and his tilak was just, going squiggly. And Prabhupada put down the mirror and said, no, I want him to go. He has to go, not you. Prabhupada looked at me and said, I take all your service away from you. You have no more service. You can either sit in my court and chant japa all day, or you can go to China. You take your choice. There's nothing else. Then suddenly I realized that, what am I doing? Because all I did this Radha Dham party was to give pleasure to Prabhupada. So I said, I agreed that I would go on one condition. He suggested that I go with one person. I said, I'll go, but not with that person. Let you go. He went up on the roof and he told everyone, now Tamal Krishna Goswami is going to China. Prabhupada had a way of making you a hero, even though, he turned you from a public enemy into a hero by one move. and you felt actually very good about it. You know, so many pastimes are there. The final pastimes, of course, are also very much bringing one to surrender. But the process of getting mercy from Guru goes on, and we see that. I mean, in my own life, I have seen that